All right, we're live. What's up, Greeno?
What's going on, brother? Welcome
Same
to
old
the
shit.
Mancave of Doom.
Season 2, episode 1.
Season 2.
We have a extra special guest tonight. One of the old school, Lazarus. Laz. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, man, thanks for the invite, guys. Yeah, you can definitely tell we're old school because although, George, you're not as great as you were before, but
No,
you know.
You ain't using that special stuff on there, are you?
I quit for like a year, and then when I hit my birthday on the 4th, I was like, "Fuck this, man! I don't feel this old."
Dude, there are some days, man. Oh, I feel old. I definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're excited to have you on. Like I said, dude, you're like when I first found the VC, there was just a handful of guys. The first guy I ever found was Dan in Canada.
Yeah.
And I just kind of went on from there and found, I think, Mr. Hall of Fame. And then I found you.
Brandon, yeah.
And then LJ. And about that time, I jumped in. So I think I'm kind of the part of the second wave. You're definitely part of the first wave because you were up and running by the time I got in.
Yeah, I got introduced to the VC. Well, not necessarily introduced, but how I discovered it was I was just YouTubing one day, you know, how you go down the rabbit hole or whatever. And I came across a guy named Collector of Music and Kevin. And, man, he hasn't posted a video in years. But he kind of got me started, and he was just the typical, you know, showing records. But he was standing in front of his Wallow, you know, records. And it was like, man, what a bitchin' idea, you know?
Yeah.
And so my very first video, I mean, you know, it's, you guys, I'm sure remember, it's like, hi.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite records, you know, and you're all intimidated and shit, you know. And then I discovered, I think it was Derek Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I got to apologize to the VC. When I discovered Derek Vaughn and I caught wind from him that he was kind of like into Genesis and Peter Gabriel, which I was too. And it was, so I sent him a question. I'm like, hey, show me your Peter Gabriel collection, man. And then, dude, like 6 months later, it was like Genesis. All over the VC, it was Genesis.
Dude, when I first jumped in, it was like, holy fuck, I had no idea Genesis was such a big band. You know, it's like,
yeah,
it's like everybody loved them.
Well, and what had happened is, so he did, you know, he showed his, you know, collection, and so I had to respond with my Genesis collection, which to this day I think is still my highest watched video or something. And it just started this flood, you know, which was kind of cool at the time, but man, it was like, you know, kind of inundated the VC there for a while.
No doubt. But that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So you're probably about the same as me, George, right? I'm sure you found Laz kind of early on.
Yeah, because I think he was one of the first guys that I found besides you that was doing metal.
Right.
You know, showing metal and stuff. It was, I think, you, LJ, and Laz.
Yeah, LJ and I hooked up pretty early on. As a matter of fact, you know, LJ, if you watch this, buddy, I know everyone's hounding you to come back, but if I can do it, man, you can do it. And as a matter of fact, I pulled these just for this. I still have LJ made these for me. This is that Metal Evolution.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, he burnt me these DVDs and this Headbangers Ball, like Halloween special, 89. So I still got these, LJ.
Oh my God, man. When we were all first getting started, there was so much shit flying through the mail. And
oh my God, man. I'd come home from work and there, you know, there's the wife, like, you know, you want to go clear off the dining room, you know, table, please? Like, holy shit, man, you know?
Yeah, it was awesome.
But that was the coolest thing, man. It was like the generosity, you know, and I mean, I was getting stuff sent to me from guys from like Sweden and shit, you know, and it was just like, wow, you know, the VCLT thing, when that started, I found myself when I'd be out digging, hell, I'm digging for other people as much, if not more so, than for myself, you know, because, you know, it was kind of a twofold thing, because it was awesome to get stuff, you know, especially when you never knew what you were going to get. But then it was like, man, now I've got, you know, these 10 guys I want to send something to, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was, but it was a lot of fun, man. I'm glad to see that, it still happens too,
Yeah. But speaking of that, it's like I can remember digging, and almost every time I would go out, I would send an email to George or a text to George, to LJ, to somebody. It's like, hey, you need this? Send him a picture. It's like, nope, got that one. Need it? Yeah, I need that. Grab that. Yeah.
Shit, you and I still do that.
Yeah.
But we just don't go out digging very often anymore. So.
Yeah, now we just send web addresses. Hey, you can get this here.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that sabotage to show up somewhere.
Oh, dude.
But then there's some stuff too, like George, let's say, okay, I'll be digging through like AC/DC, and it's like, I've seen his fucking AC/DC collection video. It's like, I ain't even going to bother, man. I should have got it,
Yeah.
So.
Dude, it was like a couple years ago, I found a like this oddball fucking AC/DC tribute of all these punk bands, or like
there you go,
kind of gutter bands doing AC/DC stuff. I'm like, cool, I bet he wants this. I send it to him. He's like, oh, that's an awesome album. I've had that forever. I'm like, whatever, man.
No, I had the CD though. I never had it on vinyl. You got it for me on vinyl.
Did I end up picking it up for you? I just remember you saying, yeah. I've heard that. Okay.
I said, yeah, it's killer. You should get it. And I'm like, you said, no, I don't really have any interest in it. And I said, I'll buy it. I'll buy it on vinyl.
It just cracked me up though. You're like, oh yeah, man. I was like, holy.
And then when you sent it to me, the Super Suckers track's not on there. I was like, it's on the CD. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe they probably couldn't get licensing because I think that was a reissue, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably, yeah. Or maybe it just wasn't enough time on the vinyl to get it on.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's a great comp though.
And then you got someone like Aaron, Metal Theologian. It's like, okay, I could send him this. He's either going to already have it, or it's going to suck. He's going to think it's going to suck. Because it wasn't recorded behind a dumpster in some dark alley in like Barcelona, Spain, or something.
That's actually my goal now, is just to get him to listen to shit. Because we got him to listen to Theater of Pain. It's like, dude, you gotta listen to it again. Give it another try. And he's finally like, this album sucks, man.
We're like, we know it's awful. We just wanted you to listen to it again.
That's the beauty of it, though.
Right. Yeah, I don't even try with Aaron. His collection's unbelievable. He was a huge addition to the freaking BC, man. Like,
oh man,
when he jumped in, it was like, fuck,
dude. There is, we all have grails, that we search for. I have a new grail because of him that's been on the list now for quite a while, and dude, it's in my Discogs watch list. I have scoured and I cannot find it, and it's that freaking Russian Varvar album. And oh, dude, I've got it digitally now, but I'd love the vinyl. But man, that thing is just killer. It sounds like it was recorded like in a dark cave underground on your way to hell. I mean, it's an amazing metal record, man.
That's cool.
Amazing metal record.
The shit he shows, man, when he dives deep into the metal, is like crazy cool.
I get entranced by the artwork on some of that shit that he's, like I've never seen.
Yeah.
And it's like he shows the artwork and I'm like, damn, that looks cool. But, I'm not, it's weird because I'm not really into that kind of metal anymore, right now. So,
yeah. He cracks me up because you never know when he puts a video up what's going to happen. It's like, okay, we're going jazz today.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, he's kind of pushed me towards, watching his videos have got me to kind of dip into jazz some. And then the thing got me is when he got into the 90s gangster rap or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing over there, man?
Dude, I didn't see that video.
Dude, no, it wasn't a video. It was like 5 months of it. Yeah. It was like, shit, man.
You know what, though? I wonder how many guys went out there and was like, fuck, 90s rap.
Yeah.
90s rap, because of that. Yeah, Aaron's cool, man. You never know what you're going to get. You click play and it's like, oh, pickled eggs.
Yeah. He's cooking today.
Yeah, he's cooking today.
Awesome.
But that's cool though. I love guys that do that. They'll have a variety of stuff on their channel. It's not just, showing records. Here's what I recently bought. Which all that's cool too, but it's nice to have more to it than just that, man,
Oh man, I think kind of towards the end, whenever I kind of stopped posting videos by myself, I think everybody was pushing the boundaries on a lot of that. Like LJ was doing some crazy stuff, and then you had Mibber. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Crazy stuff. Dude, I remember you doing one in bed one time.
That was a response vid. Yeah, I can't remember who it was for now, but yeah, it was a total response vid. There was one I shot where I went out to a graveyard and I was like searching for my beanie cap or something like that. You do some crazy crap, man.
Yeah, try to shake it up.
That's what I mean. That's what's kind of fun. You go back to like the first videos, where you're all intimidated, like this is my introduction to the VC, and then you look later and there's like some crazy ass scripted thing,
Yeah.
I think wait till you see what me and my sons have coming up.
Oh, really?
Right
yeah.
on.
Do you guys, either one of you, do the Your Mom's House podcast with Tom Segura and his wife?
No,
stand-up comedians. Well, he took it upon last month. He went after like the pro wrestling world.
Yeah,
just like, because he's a comedian, so he was like, these guys are fake as shit and yada. So he started getting a lot of heat from it. So he created his own character, Mystic Rick, and his wife is like his valet. So I'm like, dude, we have to make a response video to Mystic Rick's video. So we're like, we're gonna get like, we got this real dark and dank like idea of like kind of like basement dwellers, and then just come out and rip him a new asshole. Just see if we get any kind of response from him.
That's cool. Hell yeah, man.
It was funny though. We have it all written out, so it should be pretty funny.
Nice.
Right on. All right, let's jump in. Kind of talk to Laz here with basically, how did you get into music? Just some background on you. Like, how old are you? What's your age?
I am 51. I'll be 52 in December.
All right, we're the same age. So.
Yeah. So
I'm 29.
So I told the story once before. I actually kind of did a video about it. But so when I was little, I want to say it was 5, 6, between 5 and 7, somewhere in there. At that point, my only musical knowledge was what, like mom played on the radio. But I was at my babysitter's house, and my babysitter had 3 or 4 children of her own, and of which they were older. They were all teenagers. I was, the little guy. And they came and got me one night. I'll never forget this night. And they said, "Hey, Dwayne, come in here. We want to play you a record." So I go in there, and they put on this record, man, and it was Kiss Destroyer and Detroit Rock City. And they're telling me before they play it, though, that it's about this guy. He gets in a car and he's listening to the radio, and then he crashes the car. And I'm like, this gullible little kid, and I'm thinking, oh my God, man, what the fuck, So I'm listening to the song, and at the end, there's the car crash and all this. And I remember thinking, oh my, like I almost wanted to cry, like, man, what did I just hear, But I heard the song, and then they showed me the album, and just looking at that picture on the front, and just going, my God, and just, this is the most amazing thing. I went home, and I remember telling my mom for weeks, like, please, for Christmas, get me this record. And so Christmas comes, and I see the shape of it under the tree, and I open it up, and what was in there was this.
Oh, the original.
Okay. And I remember being freaking disappointed. I was like, that's not it. That's not the one, But little did I know, right? That was my first real record outside of Kids 45s or whatever. That was my first record. So, 3-in-1 and the first 3 albums, and man, and everything inside the cards and the Kiss Army, and it was just like, wow. So that's what really got me going on my own music, I guess. And then later, I have a stepbrother who lived with my father. I lived with my mom. He introduced me to Styx through the Grand Illusion and Pieces of 8. And that
same here, man.
And that opened up a whole new era. And then Styx was kind of my band. I kind of started to get out of the Kiss thing. And then when I was in junior high, or actually they called it middle school back then, it was 5th grade, I was in San Francisco, and I met a guy who took me to his house and wanted me to, him and his brother, who was older, They smoked a lot of pot and stuff, and he said, "Man, I want to play something for you." And they put me in this chair and put headphones on me, stereo headphones, and said, "Close your eyes." And I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" So I close my eyes, and I got the headphones on, and I hear him say, "Now sniff really hard." And I go, and I sniffed in really hard, and the motherfuckers had a bottle of poppers. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
It's a drug back in the day. It's called amyl nitrate, and it's a diesel additive. It's Rush. They called it Rush or poppers. It would just explode your brain. And
you
so I
usually
do that.
Pick it up at a porn shop.
Yeah. And so I do that, man. And just as the needle drops on the intro to Number of the Beast. And so my head's pulsing and throbbing, and the "Woe to you, O earth and sea" comes on, and it was headphones, so it's like it's all around me, and I'm just like, what the hell? And then those opening riffs come in, which are the same as when the Saints Go Marching In. A lot of people don't know that it's the same damn riff, but those twin guitars and Steve on bass, and man, I went through the whole side of that record, and that was it. That was it. It was all that. I was done, man. That's
crazy, dude.
Never been the same since, man. That was it. It was such a amazing experience. I mean, it's still so vivid in my mind, and you're talking, 35, 30, 40 years ago, or whatever the hell it is.
It's crazy how we all kind of have like someone that kind of a day that introduced us to something, and it led to all this. I mean, yours was much more extreme than mine, I'll give you that. But I mean, I can still remember like my two cousins telling me about Kiss, and then I had to hear it, and it's like, and I can remember like a neighbor that I can't remember his name or what he looked like. I just remember it was this neighbor dude, and he turned me on to British Steel, like 1980, 81. And then that was a pivotal day, it was just.
Yeah. Well, that was it too. So, I remember going out the next day after school, walking down to Tower Records in San Francisco and buying Number of the Beast on cassette tape, because I didn't have a turntable then. And I had my Sony Walkman, that was like this freaking fat, it was huge. And man, that's all I lived by for months, was that cassette tape and that Walkman. And then I went to visit Dad, and my brother, I'm going off on this, band Iron Maiden, and he's like, "Oh, well, if you like that, check this out." And he put on British Steel, and I was like, "Oh my God, there's more," And so that was my introduction to Priest there, and yeah, it just all went, I just
snowballed from there. Yeah. Start finding magazines, and then MTV.
Oh yeah.
It's like.
Oh yeah, metal became my life after that. I mean, that was it. Although there was a stint in when I graduated junior high, I was living in Covina. Little did I know at the time I lived right down the street from Tommy Lee. But when I graduated junior high, we moved to the neighboring town of Glendora when I went to high school, and my neighbor that I moved next to, same age, and ended up being in my class. He's the one that introduced me to like new wave and stuff like The Cure, The Smiths, Susie and the Banshees, Echo and the Bunnymen, and all that stuff, and that opened up a whole other world. So my freshman, sophomore, junior years of high school, I was living that life, for a while. So that's a big part of me too. I love that stuff.
Oh, I remember your videos, man. You were heavy on 80s new wave stuff and all.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, still am. But always metal's there, and that's where, after high school was done, I came right back to, but yeah, that's the one thing that I've never been all that big into at all. I'm not big into black metal. I'm not that big actually even into death metal.
Nope.
Thrash is kind of some,
I always looked at you as more of a power metal guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. my passion nowadays, I mean, outside of my classic stuff, is definitely power metal, epic metal. From I know Scott. God, I love Scott Waters. But sometimes he'll, now this is power metal, but it's not all Dungeons and Dragons power metal. And to me, that dude, you can give me all the D&D power metal you got. I love that shit, man. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I was 2 years old. I still play today. Sword and sorcery, and that's my bag, man.
I remember you doing a video showing, dude, you had like books and notebooks and notebooks up on your character and how long you had it going and everything. It's like, holy crap, man.
Yeah. In fact, when I run my games now, we always have like a pre-game hour of just bullshit hangout. And so we'll be in the room, man, and I got freaking power metal or epic metal playing in the background just to set the mood, man.
What else could you listen to playing D&D?
Yeah, Conan the Barbarian soundtrack,
Now, what's that world like now? Is it online, like something like this? Can you guys do that?
You can, yeah. There's one game that I play in that, we do play online, which is beneficial right now, especially because of all the BS going on in the world. But yeah, no, there's I would say there's some YouTube channels that do that, and that has promoted the growth of that hobby to an insane. I mean, it's huge now, huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I remember the 80s. I mean, we played a little bit, just enough to kind of check it out more than anything. But it was kind of coming on then. It was really big, and I remember all the parents were like, "What is this?" They got just as much a bad name as metal had at the time.
You remember they did a made for TV movie about like freaking out from doing too much Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I don't think I've seen that.
I'm almost positive John Ritter was the fucking star of it.
So there was Mazes and Monsters that actually starred Tom Hanks, that was done during that whole satanic panic situation, based on a true story about a kid that went down into the sewers and ended up killing himself. And it's classic.
No, I never saw that one.
Yeah, check it out, Mazes and Monsters. I mean, it's a total. They never use the term Dungeons and Dragons because of copyright. They called it Mazes and Monsters or whatever. But it's
I got to find out what the that one was. It was like an after-school special thing. I'm pretty sure.
Oh God!
And I'm pretty sure it was John Ritter, man. I can't for the life of me. That's who I'm thinking it was.
I just saw a Star Wars D&D game set.
Oh, there's a role-playing game for almost any genre now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, good old D&D, man, sword and sorcery. That's where, when like Man of War came out, and, they were kind of the beginning, but that whole genre of metal was just like, dude, that was just butter on my toast, man. It was like, oh, this is perfect. That's what, originally I was kind of into Maiden with too, because Maiden has so much myths and stuff like that in their stories, that it was just almost there. It was like, I could get lost in Maiden along those same lines, and but nowadays, I mean, it's a sport of good stuff like that.
Well, you were probably loving the 90s with all the Euro power metal going on.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, have you guys ever seen these? Turn that around.
Yeah, man.
Doomsday News.
Yeah.
Right? So I've had these for years, and this was what introduced me to Running Wild. Who else was on here that turned me on? Mania. It's another band. This was my introduction to Rage.
Oh, that's cool.
So this was kind of like, the Doomsday News stuff was my introduction to like what was coming from overseas, and which led down the path. And then I had a buddy of mine who introduced me to Blind Guardian. He brought over a stack of CDs one day, and he's like, you might like these guys, and put it on. And they're so, Tolkien Middle Earth themed that it was just like, oh, right. He goes, good, you can have that because I can't fucking stand that band. So I was like, hell yeah. So I kept that CD. That was Nightfall in Middle Earth. That was my first Blind Guardian introduction. And so getting into Guardian just branched from there, man. You know, and that's where I really discovered all that stuff.
I dig those early bands, like late 80s when all that stuff, late 80s was kind of taking off. I just had trouble with it in the 90s it exploded in the 90s especially with Hammerfall went humongous.
Love Hammerfall. Yeah. Huge Hammerfall fan. Yeah.
I just kind of have the double bass thing gets to me after a while. I can't do it.
They're the only two bands, Hammerfall and Primal Fear are the only two bands of that genre right now that I listen to still. Primal Fear just put a new record out, I think.
Yep. Yeah, cool. Primal Fear is. I've always looked at Primal Fear as they're definitely a power metal band. They're not like that fantasy power metal.
No, they remind me more of like a priesty power metal.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheepers is definitely right there with Halford and vocal range and Matt Sinner and Primal Fear's the shit, man.
I mean, they have they're just like a bunch of talented dudes in that band. Mm-hmm. And it shows because every record I thought has been pretty good. There hasn't been a real crapper. So
I think most of those power metal guys are they're no joke.
No, they're not. They take that shit serious, man.
Yeah, talent wise, I'll put them against anybody in the U.S. for sure. Yeah. You know, and that's what amazes me and kind of disgusts me about our musical taste in the spotlight in this country now is just. You know, unless you're guys like us, you don't know about that stuff over there. You're being force-fed all the bullshit that comes down here. I don't want to piss anybody off, but man, I can't stand this fucking shit here, like Korn and Slipknot and all that crap.
But you know what's sad? That's Korn, Slipknot, and all that. That's 20 years ago.
I know,
and there's been nothing even shitty to come along to replace that. Mm-hmm. The music in the U.S., don't get me wrong, there's some definitely cool underground bands that are rolling around, but they don't get any notoriety other than the underground.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, as far as
the magazines that covered that shit back even 20 years ago, like Hit List and Flip Side, and I guess Maximum Rock and Roll is more of the punk hardcore thing, but if you don't know where to look, you're not going to find these bands.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's nothing's come along to replace the big rock bands.
Nope.
And I've kind of said that I'm not a huge fan. I dig him though, which is what's his name from Foo Fighters?
Grohl.
Oh, yeah. Dave Grohl. Yeah,
he's kind of like the last rock star. I don't know who else has come along to be another rock star since him.
Yeah, and plus the cool thing about Dave Grohl that I admire is he's a rock star, but he's also still a huge fanboy.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? And he shows it. He doesn't hold it back, man. You know, he
loves that shit, man.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. And that's kind of what the scene needs. Like, man, I hear so many cool smaller bands that are out, in the underground. And then I see Priest touring, Maiden touring, all the bigger bands are still around. It's like, why the fuck aren't you giving these bands a chance? Get them out there instead of hooking up with whoever you hook up with. And like, I've seen,
they don't know about them either, man.
Somebody's got to know, or at least
you would think.
Yeah. It's like,
I look at the way the record industry is being on the inside at the store, and like right now with the pandemic and trying to get stuff for the next 4 fucking record store days. Because they're doing it like one a month now.
Oh, Jesus.
Till November.
Right.
It starts August, and then every last Saturday of the month is record store day.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but with record store day, have you discovered, like with each one, since it started, like there's less and less that you're actually interested in?
Yes, absolutely.
Titles that they release, Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, yay, another Hendrix.
Yeah.
Nothing against Hendrix. I love him, but it's like.
How many live Hendrix albums can you have?
Or
do you need?
Right.
Unless he's your number one,
Sure. Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of it. I understand it helps the stores, and that's cool.
That's the only part I like about it, but we still have to dish out a ton.
Right.
I kind of like the way this one's set up for the next 4 months since they didn't have it in April.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just kind of doing smaller ones up until the Black Friday one, which
I hadn't even heard that.
But they're doing like oddball shit again. That I have to get like another Cheap Trick live record from '76 or '78.
Yeah.
Another Ramones It's Alive 2. Just shit like that. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got a question for you, George.
Yeah.
Because this is something that I've kind of noticed when I go to Record Store Day, which isn't as much anymore. Thank God I'm in with my record store. So my buddy Jerry, shout out my pal. I know he's going to watch this. I know he kind of, keeps an eye out for me if I can't make it, which is good. Build relationships with your record store people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But George, what do you think? What I've noticed is like, number one, these releases, they don't press enough of certain ones.
Right.
To meet the demand, right?
Right.
Others, they print way too many because I'll see, overstock sitting in the bin for months afterwards. But what I see is, I think almost more freaking flippers gobbling that stuff up than I do collectors. You know what I mean? Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. At first, it was definitely that was the case. But now, if you come in our shop, we don't allow that to happen.
Cool.
Because you get guys. There was one guy like 3 years ago. I turned around and he had a stack like of everything, and I'm like, dude, there's no way in hell that you like all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he does. I don't get, but he ended up spending $1,400. I think it was $1,300 or $1,400 on Record Store Day stuff. So as soon as he walked out, I looked at Dave, the owner. I'm like, yeah, he's flipping that shit, man.
Well, let me ask you. I mean, I knew that stuff skyrockets like the day it's out.
The day, that's it.
But it doesn't hold that value.
It doesn't hold that value. Like, I mean, some stuff, like you're noticing more numbers on the stuff from like Rhino and Sony and the big ones. And then once you start getting down into the real indies, then you're getting like 1,500. Some are like 750. They're the ones I go after. They're the ones I order just to have them in the shop, And half of them I usually get. The other half I never hear anything about. So they cancel them. They canceled a lot of them last November.
But I mean, I'm kind of talking about in the secondary market. Once these guys trying to flip them,
right?
I mean, they go. I know they skyrocket like the day they're out and all that. But it seems
a lot of guys I noticed too put that shit on eBay like 2 weeks beforehand as a pre-order,
right?
And they just let it go. But yeah, as soon as it comes out, you wait a week, you can get it,
right?
It's just that one day or the next day, like that Saturday or Sunday, people are going fucking ape shit online trying to find it because they missed it at their store.
But how much of that stuff comes out just as a regular pressing also? Probably the majority of it?
I would say most of it comes out, if it hasn't been out already on CD, if it's something like a new title or something, it'll probably be out on CD. But not, you get like the Cheap Trick, the Ramones, they never released that shit on CD unless it's in part of a box set or something,
But what about the vinyl releases? I mean, aren't most of them end up just coming out as a regular release?
It all depends what it is. I mean, if it's a reissue, then it's been out before. But like something brand new that is specifically for that day usually comes out in some format later on, whether it's another black vinyl instead of orange vinyl, like from Record Store Day, or CD or digital.
Right. I mean, I remember when they did the Maiden album where 2000, when he came back.
Brave New World.
Yeah. Man, my head just totally fucking shut off. But anyways, I remember when they did that for a Record Store Day, and I actually wanted to get that. And I never, ever go to Record Store Day because I have an original picture disc press. I thought, man, cool. It'd be nice to have it on black vinyl. So I went to get it, and of course, it was gone. And it's like, well, fuck Record Store Days. This is exactly why I don't do Record Store. Yeah. But anyways, it's like, what, 6 months later? Here you go. You can order it wherever you need to get it from. And it's like, why did I even worry about that? I don't.
Yeah, that one was weird, man.
Here's the thing, though. Okay, this is kind of a catch-22 because, yes, that's true. It's like, yeah, now there's, frick, man, how many damn pressings of Brave New World are there, right? There's a lot. But when you're a Maiden collector,
right?
Okay, we're ravenous motherfuckers, man. And if it has a different barcode, if it has a different inner sleeve or something quirky about it, well, I can speak for myself. I got to have that one too.
That's like me with AC/DC.
Yeah, And on Record Store Day, if there's a title that releases and it's got Iron Maiden across it, I can just guarantee that's gone, man. It's just gone.
Except for the 10-inch, that Benjamin Bragg 10-inch. Remember that one? That was like their first. I still see that shit everywhere for like $6.
Is that the die cut thing? It's all.
Yeah, it was like a little. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, no, you're thinking of
that was a 12-inch.
It was a 10-inch. Dude, the artwork was fucking killer on it.
I can't remember.
There is a 10-inch of Benjamin Berg. I bought that at Hot Topic though. That wasn't a record store.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. I found it out at like Hot Topic and bought it. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, but I think I got it for like $6. I mean, it was like, oh shit, that's all that is. Yeah, I'll grab that.
All right, man. You guys want to jump into new finds? What's been spinning? Just basically showing some shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
You want to go first, last?
Yeah,
you want me to go
first.
Right. Like I said, man,
on the solo.
I got a shit ton of shit, but I'll go quick. Thanks to the Facebook group, the Record Asylum, I was able to get some stuff on there that replaces some of the stuff that I had lost. But I got some of these. Let's see, this is Venom, the official bootleg. Got that guy. Joey Tafola, solo record. This is he's a guitar player for Jag Panzer.
Was that Shrapnel?
Yeah, that was Shrapnel. Metal on Metal, gotta have that.
Classic.
A couple of sweaty teddies here. These are Holland imports. Got that one. Gotta have that one. Sorry about the glare, guys.
Those come from Scott?
No. Some of those came from one seller, and then actually those Uncle Ted's came from the record store. These came from Facebook, though. Nice French Carrera pressings of some staple stuff that I needed to replace,
Oh, yeah.
12-inch promo of Broken Heroes.
That's cool. Never seen that.
The Almighty 12-inch Destroyed.
I love that band.
Some Wasp, Real
That's
Me
cool.
12-inch. Let's see here. Next stack.
You guys love 12-inch singles. I have like boxes of them.
Wow, there you go.
Let it go.
Cool.
That's sweet.
Loudness, never change your mind.
I think those things are overlooked by a lot of the metal collectors because those things are much more rare than just a Maiden album, if you ask me. Picking up a 12-inch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the beauty of those is, keep overlooking them because I'll keep buying them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because of I just pulled this to play.
Sweet.
Jaguar.
A little loudness.
Yeah. And then I got a shout out to George here because I think we've discovered the same seller, so hopefully we don't overbid each other. But this is the like $3 Japan pressings with no obies off eBay. Earthshaker,
Nice.
Sweet.
the Blondie Girl EP,
Right on.
Nice.
the oversized label and the die cut sleeve there.
Yeah, that's killer.
Just no obi. Some more Earthshaker, Midnight Flight. So,
Cool.
and then Rothschild.
UK.
Just pulled this to play the other day, so it's in the stack.
Probably
Slide
my
it in.
favorite.
UK
That's probably my
mix
favorite.
or the US mix.
Oh, Slide It In is absolutely their best. And then this is
What
stuff
was that, George?
Was that the UK mix or the US mix?
Oh, that's the US.
Cool.
And then this is stuff that online orders at the New
Oh, that's
Angel
pretty
Witch.
killer.
What do you think of that?
I love it, man. I think this is, it sounds like Angel Witch of old. Man.
Yo, is that brand new?
Yeah, this is brand new.
All right, cool.
Maybe a year old. That album and the one that came out right before it are killer, man.
And it's one thing I love about this is the freaking packaging. It's,
it's heavy duty, man.
Yeah, it's that
yeah, look at
heavy
that.
duty board stuff. The only problem with it, you know what that reminds me of is like old classical. They used to do stuff like this with.
Yeah.
It has like a gold emboss on the logo, right, for Angel Witch.
Yeah, it's like a foil embossment.
Yeah, that's cool.
But they don't fit into standard sleeves, just so you know. They're like oversized. One of my favorite bands, Rage.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Love Rage. Another one.
Wow, I haven't heard any of those. Those are newer, I'm assuming.
Yeah, these are newer. This album kills right here. I love this record. But when those came in, I had to pull. This is my favorite Rage album.
There you
Perfect
go.
Man. This is a OG German press on Noise. Don't feel the winners on there. And then let's see here. Waldemar.
Oh, that's a new one to me.
Yeah, I never heard of them.
Euro Power.
Yeah. But just shredding riffage on that. This, I was so happy to score this. I've got this on disc and CD or tape, but the first Spellcaster.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
This album, man. Oh my God. I got this for a song. Sometimes that can still happen. It was one of those eBay things where I think it was $10 or best offer. And I'm like, man, I should snag that. And I'm like, let me see what happens. $5. And he took it.
Wow.
Holy shit. That's killer, man.
I was like, right on. That still happens. Wow. And then Greeno, we were just talking about this guy.
Hell yeah. Those guys are 3 for 3.
Record?
Yeah.
What do they like?
Traditional metal, man.
Yeah.
Traditional metal.
You might dig them, George. I mean, they're part of that new wave of traditional metal.
Okay.
That's their third album, and every album's been.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it on our release sheets and stuff, and I'm like, I'll give it a try sometime. I just haven't yet.
They're worth checking out.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Eternal Champion.
No, I saw that. This is somewhere.
Epic metal, man. This thing is a masterpiece. I Am the Hammer. Check that song out. If you like that stuff, like I said, like Man of War, but on steroids.
I need to check that out.
Dude,
During
that
the time you were going, Laz, that I don't know if you were watching many videos, but that album was like everywhere. Everybody was going nuts. All the metal guys were going nuts.
Yeah, well, that's some of this stuff is stuff that's been like on the list, and I finally, during this whole pandemic thing, I'm like, I'm going to focus on getting some of the stuff that's been on my list for a while.
There you go.
Heavy Load.
Sweden, right? Awesome.
Yeah. Gotta love Heavy Load. Here's another epic group. This is Wotan. And
Wu-Tang.
so kind of along the same lines as Internal Champion there, or Man of War. Really good stuff. This is one that I think Metal Theologian would like. This is Dark King. Steal the Fire.
Is that new or?
Yeah, this is newer. It's kind of hard to explain. You just got to listen to it. And when I listen to it, I'm like, man, this is something Aaron would be into.
So is it a power thing or an epic thing or?
It's kind of an epic thing, but it's kind of dirtier, darker.
That's cool.
Yeah. This is an epic band right here, Battle Roar. Codex Epicus.
I haven't heard of that either. Man, you're deep in it.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, this is the stuff that fuels my freaking fire, man. This album right here, dude, Ascalon, Reflections.
I've seen that floating around. I haven't checked it out.
Oh, man. Dude, if you like the stuff like Warlord, right here.
Cool.
Right here. That album. Let's see. Got the reissue of this.
Classic.
Yeah, First Jug Panzer.
High roller.
Yeah. Titan. This is a band, this album, it's a little different. It's almost, I'd almost call it like blues metal. Little different. This is a traditional style metal, but freaking killer, man. Blade Killer.
Yeah, I have one by them. Yeah, I think I have that.
Yeah, female bassist.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right there.
She's oh, god damn it. Man, my head's not working today. The dude from Bat and Toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I don't know. Anyways,
Green is smoking too much bud.
Something going on today. I can't think of it. Those two are together or getting married, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck, I can't remember think of his name.
It's a small metal world.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, if you're into Running Wild at all, picked up this one, Crossing the Blades. You can snag this on Amazon right now. I think it's $13. And it's a color vinyl. It's an EP, but they do a bitchin' version of Kiss Strutter.
Oh, no shit.
Which is really cool, man. They do it justice for sure. And then this is another. I didn't even know about this one, but this is it's a twofer. It's the Rivalry and Victory by Running Wild. It's a 2-in-1.
That's cool. Is that one of those noise reissue things? Or
no, this is a Sony.
Wow.
Yeah, Sony Music. And this reminds me of, I've got in my Priest collection, I have a twofer from UK that's Hellbent for Leather and British Steel, and just like this, where it's 1-in-1.
Wow, cool. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of those.
And this is another one right now. I mean, I think I looked at it again yesterday on Amazon. It's $15.
Wow.
You know, it's like, man, if I walked into my record store and this was in the rack for $15, I probably would have bought two just because.
Yeah, that's killer. But, I was kind of late to Running Wild, man.
Oh, dude, awesome, man. Running Wild shreds, man. Love them. They are so underrated. Well, people into power metal, Running Wild's up there, you know, but in the regular metal scene, they're kind of underrated.
Now, what do you think of Ailstorm? You ever check them out?
Okay. Funny you should mention that. Not that I'm going to show Ailstorm, but this is Blazing Stone. Okay, which is a band named after the album by Running Wild.
Right.
And when Running Wild kind of took on that, we're gonna go with the pirate shtick, right, as our thing, and thus was born pirate metal, I guess. These guys, okay, sound like Running Wild. Ailstorm, that's a little too much for me. Okay.
I like so.
That's like, you know, that when Ailstorm's like, okay, I'm gonna go ride the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland, and I'm gonna listen to that on my headphones while I ride the ride. That's what I picture Ailstorm. Okay.
You can't get more pirate metal than Ailstorm.
Yeah. You know, there's another one, Silver Bones.
Holy shit! So there's a whole genre of this pirate metal stuff.
Pirate metal, yeah. But once again, this is more like Running Wild. It's not that over campiness that Ailstorm is. It's serious, you know. It's excellent. Oh, this one. Okay, this album. This is my album of the year so far, and we're in July, so unless something else comes out, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with this band, but this is Lord Vigo. Dance Day Noir. They're they're classified as doom, but they're not that real slow dark doom. But this album right here, man, check these guys out. This album is based on Blade Runner, the movie Blade Runner.
Wow.
And it's a high roller release.
That's an undertaking in itself, man.
Yeah, this is brand new. So, you know, you got you got songs Off-World AD, Then the planets will align between despair and ecstasy. It's total Blade Runner, but that's my pick of the year so far.
Did you see the new Blade Runner movie?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
Outside of an absolute slow burn,
Yeah.
Which it was. I mean, it was just like, wow. I mean, it's a beautiful film, visually. It's just like, wow, man, they freaking nailed it, but it was very slow, very slow. It was good, but where I can throw in Blade Runner, like on Blu-ray, and watch it time and time again. That one, not so.
Yeah.
I got to really be in the mood to watch that one because it's just so long, so slow, but good.
Yeah.
I think they did it right. It's just, it's just a.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought
it's a trek,
Yeah. If you got to see that first one, and you got to like that first one. If not, don't watch the second one.
Yeah. So with Lord Vigo, I pulled this one and spun it. This is their second album, and so where the other one's based on Blade Runner, this album's based on the movie The Fog. Is the theme behind this record, and
that's pretty interesting. So everything they do, they have a theme like that, or is that their own?
So far, yeah. The first album is kind of its own thing, but they only have the 3 so far. But with that second and third one, they seem to be doing a theme to it.
That's cool.
And then Scott picked this up. This is the Rock-A-Rollas.
Yeah.
Metal Strikes Back. And I picked this up because I discovered that I love the band Ancient Empire. I've really been into them. I contacted Joe List, the lead singer, and so found out that he also was a lead singer in this band.
Okay.
And so spun this, and this is just like Ancient Empire. I mean, this is definitely a Joe List project thing. So just killer metal. And then grabbed one of these. The Lordian Winds EP, which is Bill Samus from Warlord. This is what became Lordian Guard.
Got you.
And this is the High Roller issue.
Wow.
And then Warlord, the Holy Empire. This is the numbered edition from Alone Records. This is on black vinyl gatefold. And then with that, I had to get the 3 LP set from High Roller, which is different. This is a non-gatefold, but you're on 3 records here. You get, I think almost 10 more tracks than the standard.
Wow. And
it comes with just it's chock full of shit goodness, man. There's, a book and a CD and all this other crap in there.
I haven't heard any of the newer Warlords though.
Oh man, so good. So good. Have you heard this one? Rising from the Ash or Rising Out of the Ashes?
No.
This was the first thing they did after they did the tour with Joachim Cans from Hammerfall. Does the lead vocals on this record with them.
Wow.
So
but how many original guys are even in that?
2.
Got you.
2. You're looking at Bill Samus and the drummer. God, why can't I think of his name right now? Total brain farting. He's done all kinds of stuff now. And then grabbed this one too, The Hunt for Damien.
Damn.
Yeah. I love my Warlord, man. And then we're almost there. I love this band. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Angel Sword. Okay, Angel Sword. These guys, traditional metal. Are they? I think they might be Sweden. I think. This is their first album. Girls Beyond the Pale.
I love that cover.
Yeah.
That's so 80s.
Oh, it's so Manila Road. You know?
There you go. Yeah.
Manila Road cover.
I can see that. Yep.
And that's kind of their style too, I guess. And this is their new album, Neon City. This just came out. But so Angel Sword, and then speaking of Hammerfall, and then this will do it for the new stuff I've gotten in. This is a band called Hammer King.
Damn.
Dude, you're so deep in a lot of stuff.
These guys are total. I mean, if you like Hammerfall, even the name is similar, dude. Musically, this is freaking Hammerfall.
Wow.
But killer stuff.
Right on. Holy crap, dude! You've had a busy week with the mailman, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's been a busy. Well, like I said, you guys threw me the invite, and I was just getting ready, and then stuff just started flooding in. And I'm like, oh, I'll just add that to it. I'll just add that to it. Next thing I know, I'm like, holy shit, man. And then I did finally get this. So I don't know if you guys have seen my Priest collection video. I just did it a couple months ago, and where I built a custom cabinet for my Priest collection, and then
that thing's awesome, man.
And then
that was killer.
I'm doing the Maiden one now. But I was talking about some of the pieces I was missing, and so I've got multiple copies of Hero, but I didn't have this reissue by I think it's pronounced Koch Records, Koch. I call it Cock Records. But they did reissues of Sad Wings of Destiny, Rockarola, and then I think this. And I think this one was only released overseas because this is rare as shit. The other two you can get all day long. Cannot find this one. I finally scored that. So I'm almost about out of room in the Priest cabinet, man. I
had to build a second one.
So there you go. Wow, I can't believe I went through that quick.
Dude, that's a crazy pile, man. A lot of stuff in there I've never heard.
Oh, well, good. Listen to them. Check them out.
And you definitely, I mentioned you like power metal. You definitely showed us.
Well, that's the stuff, I mean, I love my classic metal, your Ozzy, your Dio, I mean, all that stuff. And unfortunately, the stuff that like Aaron shows and introduces you to, like you can't just go grab that real quick. You know what I mean? That's stuff that it's like, wow, let me write that down on a list,
It's so rare.
Yeah, and the metal that comes out, I mean, pretty much everything I showed you, I'd say 90% of that is all coming out from overseas, right? Yeah. So as much as I love my staple stuff, it's nice to have these bands that are still producing quality metal over there because it gives me something new to listen to.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, definitely.
How many times can you spin Bark at the Moon,
right,
and still have that feeling, that you did, the first 100 times you spent it,
Right.
So,
but I like right now also that there's so many little labels that are reissuing crazy obscure stuff, like the stuff that Aaron's showing, and a lot of stuff Aaron shows is reissues too that you just can't track that shit down.
Well, I saw what's his name, Scott Waters had the first Bangalore Choir.
Yeah, he did that, I think.
He did it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to get one from him.
Yeah.
I actually like that record. That's the one with David Reese, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Went on to be with Accept. Right after that or right before that?
I think Bangalore was the band right after Accept. Okay. I could be wrong. I can't remember fucking shit anymore, man.
I'm burnt today. I can't come up with anything. What do you got, George? What do you picked up? Or spun?
Oh, man, I went to my local record store in the mall that that one I tell you about.
Yeah. You have a record store in your mall?
Yeah. It's an independent store.
I remember those days.
Yeah, so it's cool. Like, but he's been doing like half price, like 50-cent or 50% off rack. You know what I mean? So I've been scoring a bunch of shit over there.
Ka-ching.
It's the first one Greeno knows. Let me go full screen here.
Go for it.
That high.
Oh yeah.
EP.
That's awesome, man.
Love High Spirits.
I guess it's not an EP; it's their demos, right?
That should be the EP. It might have extra stuff.
Yeah, it has extra stuff. Yeah,
I think that's the EP.
So they had this in there for like $6. So I picked that up.
Man. Hell yeah!
And then these three. The only reason I picked these up, like I didn't know much about. I mean, I've heard the records before, but I never paid much attention. Pink Fairies.
That's cool.
Kings.
I've seen that, but totally unfamiliar with it.
It's Larry Wallace was the original Motorhead guitar player, and I believe this is the band that he started right after he left Motorhead.
Dude, I think I picked that up too, a reissue of that. And
Yeah,
I'm kind of the same way. Yeah, I don't know much about him, and I've spun it once and never got back to it.
Yeah, I liked it, but these other ones were in there as well, and that's what a bunch of sweeties from them.
That's cool.
I haven't, but Larry Wallace he's not on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's another guitar player by this point, but I haven't
spun that
cover
yet.
Yeah.
And then I think Cleopatra put this thing out.
I've never seen that.
Trippy.
Nice. Fuzz Freak Out.
Yeah, Fuzz Freak Out, 70, 71. There's like a couple covers on here, like Johnny B. Good and Lucille.
Nice.
Yeah, so I haven't really paid much attention to these two records yet, because this one I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually like that a lot. And then what else? Oh, Greeno, you saw this one too. I finally picked up that bootleg one.
There you go.
Yeah, the damn.
Nice.
Why wouldn't they reissue that the right way? And
it seems like anything on this label, man, that American or Deaf American label or whatever it was called, is having trouble. Other than Johnny Cash, you can get pretty much, Johnny Cash. You can get every one of his American records, but
man, George, that's one of those records right there that you would think if they did just an official reissue of that,
right,
you'd be ordering that all the damn time, man.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
We never see it, so I was just like, I'm just gonna pick it up. It was like
it's the same thing with Facelift, Alice in Chains.
Yeah, I got that too. I ended up said fuck it. I bought the bootleg.
I did the same thing, dude. I got tired of waiting.
And I heard these guys on a comp, like one of those Junk House Glam UK comps from the 70s,
Uh-huh.
I ended up finding this. It's the Hammersmith Gorillas.
That looks cool, dude. How is it?
Yeah, it's fucking killer, man. It's called Why Wait Till Tomorrow. It's from I think 74 to 81. Yeah, nice. 74 to 81. And it's just like, it's killer. The first single was Leaving Home. And then they do I think the flip was You Really Got Me, which was the Kinks cover, but
that looks cool.
Like Junk House Glam shit. And it was weird. Like I found a CD of this for like $6. Not this, some kind of comp. And I was like, I wonder if they got any vinyl. And I just ended up going on Discogs. And some guy just, had one copy of this up there for like $12. So I bought it.
Dude, if I saw that in a store, I would definitely be grabbing that.
Yeah. And then, did you get that?
Oh, there you go.
Nah.
That's on the Ernie B's website. Okay.
Right on.
And nice. Then, it's killer. It's a radio broadcast. And then, speaking of AC/DC, they also put this out.
Oh, stop signs. Amsterdam, what's the year?
Yeah, 79. This is a newly, I'd say within the last year and a half, a newly found upgrade of that show. It's never really been out before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an FM radio broadcast, but this sounds killer. This sounds like, a really killer FM radio broadcast.
I love that cover picture, man.
Yeah. You didn't get that from Ernie, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, I went back because my son went to get one and it's not up there anymore. So I don't know if it's sold out or
probably,
but I would imagine they'll get more because they always seem to restock. And then I picked up some weird metal stuff came in. This one is Messiah Prophet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
So I picked that one up. I had to clean the shit out of this one, man. It was one of those radio station promos.
Mm-hmm.
So it had like stickers all over it and writing and, Sharpie and shit. It was crazy.
What is that? Pure metal, it looks like? The label?
Yeah, it's pure metal. And then I thought I had... Oh, yeah. Greeno, did I show you this? I meant to show you this. You know that label in Italy that we like that plays all the or that puts out all the glam 70s glam stuff.
What does it get?
Rave Up.
Rave Up. Okay. Yeah.
I just picked this up from them.
That's cool.
That's cool.
This is
looking.
killer, yeah.
Featuring Jesus Chrysler.
Yeah, that's the name of it. That's the first song, or that was their first single.
Dude, I gotta hear that. Yeah, just because of the title.
They reissue the weirdest punk stuff.
Yeah, it's like junk house, glam, punk, and all kinds of shit. You know, it's like
what volume's that? 70? Is that what that says?
Yeah, that's 70. But I have like the two Brats. You know, remember the Brats from New York?
Mm-hmm.
I got both of those from that label.
Ah, that's cool.
Oh wait, that's Street Kids. That's on that label. And then the Brats from New York.
I'd love to find that one.
Rock Candy is the name of it. And then there was another Bratz one too. Oh yeah, Bratology.
They always have the coolest covers, man. Every time I come across one of those, it's like I gotta get it.
Yeah.
But what tends to happen is half the record is shit because it's like some old rehearsal or demos. But then, you know, the stuff they actually recorded somewhere sounds pretty good. But like every one I've gotten so far, it seems like side B sucks, but side A is awesome. Yeah. It's like, damn.
But they when they first came out, they were super expensive, I thought. And now it seems like you can get, when they put a new one out, you can find one for relatively cheap. But
so they're still putting them out.
That is, I don't know, probably not. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I mean, that one just happened to show up, but it's number 70, so I know it's pretty high, you know?
Yeah, I've never seen one up around there.
So it's got to be somewhat new.
Cool. Right on.
Yeah, that's about it for right now.
Cool. Right on. Well, I got a little stack here. Some stuff I've been spinning, some new shit. I grabbed this. Never heard of them. Looked kind of interesting. Reincarnate. New wave British heavy metal.
Ooh.
So basically it was it's a single and then some demo stuff. It's pretty good. I mean, it's just that total early, like 81, 82.
Who's that on, Greeno?
Splattered Records. They use the neat logo kind of.
I was going to say the logo looks familiar, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah, it's a newer deal. I think you can go right to their website and order this if I remember right.
That looks tasty.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just a total early new wave British heavy metal. I sent a bunch of radio shows to Corey, some metal shop shows, and it got me pulling some out. I listened to a show the other day. I don't know if anybody remembers.
Nice. Oh yeah, no. In fact, I remember you talking about, you know, how you scored all those early on in the day, and dude, you cannot find those now at all.
I know. It's like, and if I do see them, they're like on eBay or whatever. Holy shit, man! They want stupid money for them now.
Yeah, you just can't touch them anymore.
And just like that Reincarnate Savage, this is on Buried by Time and Dust, and this is awesome, man.
That looks awesome.
Is that the same band?
Yeah, Loose and Lethal or whatever.
Yeah.
This has all of, or not all of, but their comp appearances and a single.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And then it has demos on the back, and the demos sound great, man. I mean, this is very well done, and it's like
Let It Loose on there.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
I was just kidding.
Let It Loose is side one, track one. That was the first song I think they ever had on a comp. First song they recorded or whatever. That's definitely worth checking out. And this I just kind of pulled out to spin. I sent you a picture, George, because I always think of you and I'm AC/DC. I've had this was sitting around forever. Picked it up somewhere and I finally just spun it. I'd never spun this before.
Dude, I would be so happy right now because there's nothing going on in the AC/DC camp, but I would be so happy if they took like all the shows from that one album, because it was recorded all different spots, and just put out the whole show of that, you know.
Every show, you mean?
Yeah, right.
Dude.
Big old box set.
Yeah, fun.
I would be happy if all these older bands, like all these bands, are sitting on old shows and all kind of shit in a vault.
Oh, totally, man.
Fucking get it out there. You're all getting older. Get it out there and
Yeah,
get
I'm
it
like
to the fans.
really bumming at AC/DC. I mean, I know with everything that's going on, they wanted to do something, but
Yeah.
yeah, it pisses me off.
A couple more here. Anybody familiar with Detente?
No.
With
That looks punky.
This is
that looks familiar.
Yeah, it's Don Crosby. This is a reissue. I have an OG, but this is a reissue of the album. And this is Dawn here. She's dead now. She died years ago. She was also the singer in Fear of God, if you remember them. That was the band after Detente. She has those Leather Leone from Chastity. That kind of voice. But this is like, she was awesome, man. I mean, this stuff's really aggressive and killer.
Wow. Is that still available?
I'm not sure. It came out 2014, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's not out there still floating around. But 2 LP, and on the second one they put all kind of demo stuff, and and they
nice,
definitely cool. And like Rothschild had a little bit of a connection with them. Whenever she had Fear of God going, she needed some musicians to play live, and I think Larkin played with her some shows, and Jay, might even been a couple of the other guys, but she was awesome. She ended up dying from drugs and all that, if I remember right. Wow. But if you dig Detente, a newer band, Solicitor or Solicitor,
badass cover.
Yeah, cool. Same deal, man. This chick here, Amy something is her name. Same kind of vocals on this. This is their debut EP. They're out of Seattle. And she was a couple of them were in another band before this. And this is cranking, man. It's like I said, especially this EP. If you dig the Detente kind of sound, you will dig this.
Man, there's so much good female vocaled metal bands that are just unknown.
Yeah.
Greeno, I forgot to show you this one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that band I was telling you about, the Spitting Cobras we were talking about a while ago?
Uh-huh.
I got their new band, Detonator.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah,
that is. Yeah.
How is it? Is it like
it's killer? Yeah, it's awesome.
Is it still in the same vein?
Oh yeah, totally.
Cool.
Totally.
Nice.
But I figured I should, because I know we were talking about that not too
man.
last week sometime, I think.
Then last one I got here's their full length. Just came out. This is 2020.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that looks cool too.
This one is more, it's same deal. If you dig the EP, you're going to dig probably this. This is a little more towards the Chastain kind of leather Leone kind of thing. Mm-hmm. This is definitely more Don Crosby to my ears from Detente. But either one, I like both these, man. This band's really cool. Definitely.
I love the title, Spectral Devastation.
Yeah. That's pretty much for it for me. Oh no, wait a minute. I got a couple more things I'll show you real quick. Remember we were talking about that TNA label?
Yeah.
I ended up grabbing that Bomb Squad.
Oh, cool.
And that's because around the Baltimore, D.C. area in the 80s was a band called Mannequin. And they were big. They were like Kix level, Wrathchild level for the area. Maybe a little bit bigger than Wrathchild at the time. But a couple of those dudes ended up forming this afterwards. So this is like early 90s.
How's it sound, dude?
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Definitely sounds cool.
I'll check that out.
I watched a couple movies this week. Watched The Final Countdown. Anybody remember that?
Oh yeah.
So you're a big Europe fan, are you? Oh, the movie.
Yeah, this is them on tour in '79.
I thought it was a concert video. I wasn't looking. Sorry.
You threw me for a minute. I'm like, what the fuck's he talking? Funny enough, that's in here.
Get the hell out of here.
You ever seen this? This is awesome, man. 1980.
No, I haven't.
Oh man, it's set in like 79, 80, and they end up going back in time to right before Pearl Harbor with a modern.
I
ship.
love time travel films.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. And I found I love old movies, so I'm a big fan of Arsenic and Old Lace and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know what, man? I got to tell you, I actually checked out the trailer and then a bunch of scene videos, I guess, like portions of because you showed it in one of the podcasts. The what the hell was it called? It's the one with Tony Randall with the house underwater.
Hello Down There.
Hello Down There. That's
awesome movie, dude.
That looks. I gotta watch that movie now.
Now I'm fucking lost right now. Fucking Tony Randall lives underwater.
It's a house underwater.
That's what I said. Greeno's showing. I'm like, what the fuck? How have I never heard of this movie? You know,
it's awesome, and it's got Richard Dreyfuss is the
on bass.
Playing
as a bass player and singing too.
Yeah, in a house underwater with a dolphin.
Yeah.
So figure that one out, George.
Yeah, I'll try.
Like, dude, that is a pure film of the year right there, man.
I'll have to smoke enough grass and go try and see if it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, after you talked about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go see if I can find some clips of that. Sure as shit, man. They're on YouTube.
Dude, it was out of print for a long time. The DVD was going for over $100.
Oh
and then it showed back up. I don't know if somebody found some in a warehouse, and I think it's gone again. But I had a burn of it for years, and I actually found an actual copy of it for like $12 and was like super excited.
Fuck.
It's just one of those movies I dig. I'd never heard of this.
We all got those, man.
Oh, yeah. I'd never heard of this. Like I said, I like Arsenic and Old Lace and Ghost Breakers, those old black and white comedy horrors. And this is a Murder, He Says. Fred McMurray from the TV show, remember?
I'll be down.
Yep.
And it's pretty funny. It's good, man. It's pretty funny. It's he's like a one of those guys going around gathering information for products and all that, and he ends up in Arkansas with a fucking crazy family. Like, I was watching the commentaries, and the one dude was like, you know what, this could have been like where they got Texas Chainsaw, the idea for Texas Chainsaw Massacre from this.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he stumbles into this house and they're all freaking psychos, but it's, you got to remember it's from 45 and it's a comedy, black comedy, but it's pretty good.
A few of my neighbors' houses. Man.
There you go. And I don't think I've shown this. No, I know I haven't. I just got it in. I was thinking about this the other day and about a month ago. And it's like, wonder if I can track down a copy, because I never had a real copy. I only had a VHS copy of it. And I found Clamshell even.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you posted that on Facebook. I saw that.
Yeah, super excited, man, because as far as I can tell, it's never come out officially on DVD, right? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me? Because this is awesome, man. It's Tokyo. This was like...
Looks like the Warning tour.
Yeah. And this was like my introduction to them. I'd heard a little bit of the EP and then really got into them with the Warning, and, came across this about the same time. And it was like, and those two are still my favorites, the EP and that. Nice. Grabbed this, got this 2 weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to start on it yet, but a Docking book. Hopefully it's
good. Cool. That reminds me. Hey, George, real quick.
Yeah.
I picked this up at the thrift store, man, for $1. Brand new, like unread, but I haven't touched it yet. Two Sides to Every Glory, the complete bio. Have you read it?
Yeah, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Is that Peter or Paul Stanning or something? Yeah, that's a good one.
Cool.
That's cool. I remember you talking about that, George. I remember you saying it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Right on. The last thing, I don't think I've shown this yet. I've had this for a while. But Snake Pit magazine. Either you guys familiar with
it? I always see it on the website, but I never pull the trigger on.
Laz, this might be something you're into, that magazine especially. Really? Yeah, because this is the first 5. Okay, it kind of started late 90s, okay? And they're only up to issue 23, 4, 5, somewhere in there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they only put them out.
Months or something?
Yeah. once a year maybe.
Wow.
But this is the first 5, and they do. I mean, the stuff they cover is probably going to be stuff right up your alley. It's stuff like Swordledge.
I would dig that, man. I dig that book.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then October 31. So it has the old 80s stuff. And then, you got to remember, this was late 90s, early 2000s. So a lot of this stuff is, current then.
Right.
And then they do, here's a Running Wild thing.
There you go.
But
how many pages is that thing?
Oh, dude, here's that's the cover for 3. Hold on. I don't know, because it has the page counts.
Oh, yeah, I guess
magazine. So each magazine's roughly 100, anywhere from 80 to 100 pages, and there's 5 mags in here.
I was gonna say that looks thick as shit.
Yeah,
and that's put out by High Roller.
No, this is an ad for.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's not
one thick bitch.
Yeah, they're supposed to do volume 2. So, like I said, this has the first 5, and then volume 2 will go up to 10.
Now, how much do they want for that fucking thing? Like 50?
I got this from our boy on Facebook, and I'm thinking it was 70, but it comes with this came with a Jag Panzer 7-inch.
Really?
Stuff, yeah.
Wow, dude, I'm gonna have to find that.
You can. Cool. I don't know how hard this will be to find, but the magazine wise, like I said, there's only 25 to most. And I'm thinking I have the newest one over here. It actually just came out like 3 months ago, and it's like issue 23. Maybe that's what it is. But anyways, you can probably hop on eBay and find most of them pretty cheap.
Yeah,
really.
And actually at Hell, what's the place we always order from?
Hell's Headbangers.
Yeah, Hell's Head. Man, I don't know what the fuck's going on with me today. I can't remember anything.
I think Greeno's having a stroke.
I'm telling you. I do smell toast.
Dude, if you smell toast, you better get the hell out of there.
But they usually get them in, and they'll have old issues in, too. Have you ever ordered from Hell's Headbangers, Laz? I'm sure you have.
Me? Oh, God, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Check on there,
man.
I
don't know if you guys know, but what's the other one? Shit, I have it saved right here.
What is it, Memory Loss Sunday or what the fuck?
Shadow Kingdom.
I was just Shadow
Kingdom.
Shadow Kingdom.
Yeah, Shadow Kingdom and Hell's Headbangers are pretty much the same company now.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah,
but I still go Hell's Headbangers over Shadow Kingdom. But
yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
check on there, man. They usually have some.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I have the majority of these. I might be missing 2 out of this one, but it's so cool to have it in a nice big. I grabbed it, and it came with that 7-inch. I left all that sitting over there. I should have grabbed it. But.
Wow. Speaking of books and stuff, this thing has been with me for years. And have you guys ever looked at this?
Oh my God, dude.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Mine's like so worn out.
It's there. If you go through here, I've got shit like highlighted and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what's fun? Is I hadn't looked in here in a while, and you go through here now and you look at the prices on this price guide, right? Back in, when the hell was this saying? 90 something?
Mm-hmm.
1999, Martin Popoff. But you look at the prices of some of the stuff in here, and it's like, dude, I wish.
Yeah.
I so wish.
I'll be honest, dude, I never used that as price guide.
Oh, no. But no, it's strictly what am I missing?
Yeah, and the information in there is fantastic. All the little things we'll put in. I was actually talking to Popoff. I was like, dude, please update the price guide. I said, I don't even care. Don't even put prices in there. That doesn't matter. The information you had in there at your fingertips real quick was fantastic. And he was like, you have no idea how hard that was to put together. He was like, I will never, ever update it.
Really? Oh, dude, that sucks. Because imagine, not heavy metal price guide, but heavy metal collector's guide.
Yeah, exactly.
So that, guys just know.
Why doesn't he let us take over for him?
You got the time to do that?
No, but I'm sure like 4 or 5 of us can all do.
Well, Greeno, you got your what 20,000 entry spreadsheet or something?
Yeah, dude, you're like the computer guy.
it doesn't have all that info though. All I got is the album and the band and the year maybe. Laz, you have any of these that he did?
The Collector's Guide to Heavy Metal? No, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, those have been on the list for a while. I've got a couple of the Maiden books he did. I think a couple other ones, but yeah, not those.
he did I have the 70s, 80s, and I get a 90s one, but the 80s and the 70s ones, man.
Oh yeah.
And actually, I don't know what they are now. I know at one point these were going up, like kind of getting expensive.
You know what? Can you open that real quick? I just want to see what it looks like inside.
Yeah, man. I can just sit and.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah. Well, if I want.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what I like to see is the info.
Yeah, the CD in the back.
But that thing's killer. I especially love the 70s one because when I first came across those was when I was going through that 70s just obsession looking for old crazy shit. Man, I was reading the hell out of that thing.
Here's what I've been spending my money on lately.
Oh shit, yeah. Man, I saw that. Saw you online.
It's not done yet.
Holy shit.
Nice, man.
What's going to go in the circle?
Yeah.
Picture this.
Still up in the air.
You put this right there?
Yeah, right there. Reno's face. Now the circle's going to be like, you know, the Wild Hearts logo, the smiley face logo?
Yeah.
It's going to be that, I think.
That's cool. Right on.
I haven't decided yet, but that's the front runner. I had one other thing in mind, and then I saw that, but I don't want to lose the crossbones.
Mm-hmm.
So I still might not. That still might not be.
Is that a little Peter Criss tat I see up there?
Yeah. Let me go. Which one?
Nice. There we go. Okay. What's it say?
It's my kids.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's got the twin. Cool. It's got my oldest up top, Mike, and then the twins.
Nice. Okay. Similar. Let me show you. Let's see. I got. So my very first tat was this Tom from Tom and Jerry when I was underage.
Yeah.
But then, I've got Renee and Lauren, My Love's My Life. That's my wife and daughter.
Cool.
And then, of course, Eddie Killers.
Nice.
The Killers cover. And then my Blind Guardian tat. I don't know if I can't. There you go.
Oh, cool.
There we go. Blind Guardian. And then Darth Vader.
Nice.
And then the Babylon 5 logo from the TV show. My other Iron Maiden tat.
Huh.
And then my back is all homage to the greatest film ever made, which is Alien, the very first film.
Right on.
So my back is a whole montage to that film.
Great short film. Say hi, everybody. Crash Diet.
I have no tats.
Crash Diet?
See it on the screen.
Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up, man?
Killer.
What's up, Mibber?
Mibber's on here? Oh, shit.
Hey, if you hit comments over there, you'll see where people have been talking shit about us.
Oh, shit.
We always forget to look at it. And the only time I look at it is because I see something move out of the corner of my eye.
Same with me.
Oh, shit. Somebody's.
Oh, shit. Vance was on here?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I didn't even see this over here. Okay.
I saw this.
Vance is still on, isn't he?
Hey, take me full screen, man.
Whoa, you're getting a little bossy.
I do.
Just do it, bitch. Yo, that's badass. Oh. Who has that?
I saw it online. I'm like,
is that freaking real?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but if it is, that's the best fucking tattoo I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, because they are kind of a fad that's happening right now. Is there's guys that are doing temporary ink tats like that.
Uh-huh.
And that looks really clean, man.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking really clean.
If it's real, fucking props to the artist, man, because that's good.
Vance is still here.
I told you.
What the hell are you doing here, Vance?
Look, watch. I'm going to pop up. He's giving the too sweet down in his picture there.
Hey, Vance, did you get your package yet I sent you with your coasters and shit in there? Let me know.
Right on.
Somebody asked Mabu Haycock, is Rage thrash? No. Rage is not thrash. Rage is traditional / power metal. More traditional, really.
German, right?
German, yeah.
You guys want to jump into booting the ass real quick?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I got a killer one.
All right.
He said not yet, Laz.
Okay. Oh, so, speaking of Green, I'm going to have to contact you. I got your coasters to go out, and George, I didn't forget about you either, brother.
Oh wow, check that out!
Oh, right on, man.
On, man, that's awesome.
So, all right, booting the ass.
What you got, Laz?
Okay, so I got 3 that just came in, but then I got 1 I have to show. So I picked this one up.
All right,
Return of the Beast,
dude. I've been trying to find. Go ahead. I'll tell you after.
This is the 2 LP. This is picture disc version. And when it comes to Maiden, man, you know, number one, it's a boot, so the sound is never going to be, you know, what an LP or what a factory. So if I have the option to go picture disc, fuck, the sound's fucked anyway. I'm going picture disc because it's Maiden, and their picture disc always rule. But
what year is that?
Yeah, this is
that's pretty new, isn't it? I mean, the show's from back, but it's a new pretty new release, right?
Yeah. Right. So this was originally released as 2 separate LPs, same style art, but there was Volume 1 and Volume 2, and then they released the gatefold together as a set.
Cool.
But yeah, this is from the 1999 show at the Greek Theater in LA. I saw so many good shows at the Greek Theater. Picked this one up. This is Burning Amsterdam.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't either.
The World Peace Tour '83. First time I ever saw Maiden was on that tour. Spokane, Washington. Fastway opened.
Wow.
And this one was originally a box set, and then they released this single edition, which is kind of a condensed version. But this is on blue vinyl. I don't have the box set on that one. And then this one, Killer Live.
I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Yeah, this one's from the Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Colorado from the 2000 run. This is on it's like a orangey yellow type vinyl.
Cool.
Those are the 3 new ones, but then I thought I'd pull one of these. I've got a few of these. I've been kind of saving them for when I do the Maiden collection video, which is an undertaking that I'm just not ready to cross yet because it's going to be intense. But this is on Save the Vinyl Records. And
I saw that. I've seen that one before, man. That thing looks badass.
Yeah, there's also a company or a label, Sounds of Silence, that does these, where they're leather.
Yep. Holy shit.
And this one's limited to 25 copies. I've got number 11.
Holy crap.
Damn.
And so it's like a leather-bound book.
That's killer.
That's crazy, dude. I've never seen that.
So this is one of my babies. You know, there's only 25 out there.
Wow.
How long ago was that done?
Oh, I don't know if there's a year on this. I got it, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
But the Sound of Silence ones, they're still doing them today, but they're doing new ones.
Yeah.
And the problem with them, the Sound of Silence ones are usually more of like 100 presses or 200 presses. This one's the most limited one by this label. But even the Sound of Silence ones, those are, I mean, dude, you're looking at $150 to $300 a piece for those.
Wow.
You know? So I don't have a ton of them, but I have some. Those are one of those things that it's like, hopefully before I die, I'll get the last one. You know. But so those are the boots I pulled. I figured just stick with Maiden.
That's cool, dude. Yeah. What you got, George?
This one I just got. Let me the Motorhead Lemmy's 50th birthday party.
Right on.
At the Whiskey out in Hollywood. It's a soundboard.
Wow. What label's that on?
Dude, that's thick too. What is that? 3 or 4 LPs?
No, it's 2, but they put like
goodies in there.
Yeah, they made the box a little a little bit oversized, and then what they did is they basically put a album mailer in there to keep it from from caving in. Really,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's got it's Lemmy's 50th soundboard. I think this was the show Metallica dressed up like.
Yeah,
I think this is the same show, but this is Motorhead set.
That's cool. I have the Metallica set. I don't have the Motorhead. That's cool.
This is limited to 260 copies, but the first 130 are black and red vinyl and black and red swirl, and then anything after 130 up to 260 is just black vinyl. So I got the red one. Mine's 26.
What label was it?
Iron Eagle Records.
Wow.
I never heard of it. And I think when I clicked on the label, the thing for the Iron Eagle Records, this was the only thing that popped up. So
that's killer, man.
Yeah, it's killer. It sounds great.
You know, speaking of Motorhead, real quick, do you guys, either of you have what's the name of that album? I don't have a lot of Motorhead, unfortunately. I love the band. I just, haven't focused yet down there. But the album The World Is Yours. Either of you guys have that record?
Yes, that's one of my favorite modern day Motorhead records.
That thing is like a grail hunt for me right now just because of Brotherhood of Man.
Yeah.
I freaking love that track, man.
That's from about 10 years ago? Am I
not even
right?
No, that was the one right before the last one.
Oh, okay.
So it was probably 7. Well, how long has he been gone now? Dude, you're probably right. It's probably been 10 years.
Right?
Because he's been dead for 5.
Yeah.
I think. It's crazy. How about you, Green? What you got?
Two I got, right?
I won't say nothing. Go ahead.
I'm just going to show you the one.
I'm going to tell everybody right now.
Let's see it.
I found another Metal Mania.
He's going to show Barry Manilow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I was just looking at that the other day online.
Really? It's awesome. It's the sound is it's very good, man. Definitely worth picking up.
Dude, one of my top bands for sure right there. Love Accept, dude.
Gore in Cleveland, 84. And dude, it's like perfect. It
Yeah.
sounds fantastic. Mine has a little bit of a warp to it. Plays nothing, it didn't affect the play, but just enough to be like every time I looked at the tone arm doing this.
Aaron, brother, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Aaron always calls us mofos, man. What's up with that?
He's a mofo.
That's politically incorrect in today's climate.
Oh shit! You know what? Just because freaking Aaron popped on, I got a record to show when you're done. When you're done, Greeno.
I'm good. That's the only one I was going to share. I was going to save the other one till the next show because I haven't spun it yet.
See, I was waiting for you to tell me how it sounded.
That'll be. I had to play the Accept first. I was excited as shit to get that.
Yeah, I'm already on the hunt for both of them. So,
did our boy have them still, or
I didn't even check because I've been worried about. I've been wanting this tat to start this tat so bad that I haven't been buying records the last week or so. I already booked for Friday to finish up this Friday. So
right on. What you got, Laz? What were you going to say?
I was just spinning this, and I thought, you know what? In case Aaron shows up, I'm going to save this just to show him. So this is Wizard of the Lost Kingdom by Mania. So German, think of they were only a 2-album band, but think of Halloween. Okay. But I had to say this because the mustaches are here and present. So I'm gonna show that. So check out Frank Peach Fuzz Nettleman. Right there.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then you got
I like the headband.
Oh, that's look at the caterpillars on Diddy receding Hellline McCall right there.
All right, here's something that you never hear Aaron say. It's going to come up on the screen now.
Oh shit! Yeah, no doubt.
Oh,
I think he just broke the internet.
Bucket list done.
Fuck.
There you go.
I didn't think I'd ever see Aaron. No, I don't know that one. What?
Old and
Greeno. You may want to go to the hospital now and see if you're having a stroke.
I may do. That might be the one that sends me over.
So yeah, a couple stashes for the metal theologian there.
That's cool. Right on. All right, so I guess we talk about showing some 7 inches, but I will warn you guys, we're already an hour and 40 into this.
Wow.
I don't know.
Why don't we do? What do you have, Greeno? Which one? Where did you want to go with it?
What, with the 7 inches?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just grabbed a couple boxes, man. I don't know what the fuck.
Damn. I was gonna say let's just pull 2 and
All right. Well, I pulled 2 boxes, so
that's good.
Yeah.
it don't matter, dude. Like I said,
Whatever you want to do.
Shit. There's George.
Yep. Oh wait.
What do you guys got?
Oh, dude, I literally grabbed like
There's an ambush.
just a handful of a couple things here.
Oh.
No, actually, I don't have many 7 inches. I got 2 of these boxes. That's it. That's like my whole.
I'll tell you what. These were kind of a joke, but I pulled them just cause. So I pulled this one for Greeno because I know he's a fan.
There you go. Hell yeah.
And then I pulled this one for George, just so, in case you guys didn't think I don't watch or anything. There you go, George.
Oh, Sheena East is my girl.
See?
She takes the morning train.
That's it. Sugar walls.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I pulled this guy. This one's kind of cool. I sent Scott Waters a copy of this too, actually. This is this oddball promo on RCA that's got four tracks on it. Aztec Two-Step, Bill, I don't know what the hell or who he is, some band Fandango, but then it's got Uli Roth Scorpions down here.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Shamrock Fever, white label promo on RCA.
I love those things, man, but they are bizarre.
That's some weird shit right there.
Yeah.
Right on. Get some
Bitch Sin.
Oh, nice.
neat
Yeah.
record. I don't know. Like I said,
Well, here,
I think we went so far, we kind of blew past our time here for.
here's my ACDC.
Holy shit! Dude.
Shit.
There's Rocker Boston back to Jailbreak with Fling Thing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And I still see one every now and then. I go, what the fuck? I got to get that.
Somebody mentioned in the comments that I got them years ago to check out Bow Wow, Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 7-inch.
Bow Wow, then Vow Wow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I definitely share with you, Greeno, is
The Japanese metal.
Well, and George too, come to find out, is I love Jap metal, man.
Oh man, I don't know why. I just always have. Aaron gives me crap for it sometimes, but
Reno's the one that got me into it with all the loudness shit that he got. Probably 3, 4. Wow, I was really close, and I didn't even know. 3 or 4 years ago, you got a bunch of loudness things.
yeah, I think didn't you even was it?
Yeah, I
you?
ordered you the Crazy Nights box set.
Yeah, I was so excited that came with the DVD. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, man!" It's like a whole retrospect on,
Yeah, I think it
on
was
that album.
Crazy Nights, right?
Yeah, I got it in. I stuck it in the DVD player, and it's like, at least some bitches are speaking Japanese. What the fuck? That's there, and of course, there's no subtitles or anything. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's the worst part. Was when you get like import like from Japan and they don't have fucking subtitles.
That's me being a asshole American, just thinking they're going to be speaking English.
Right. That's everybody's like that here, man. You just assume. I think I just assume that everything's gonna have subtitles if they speak.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
What is that? Which one is it?
Waited too long.
Okay.
I think this is a later thing. What'd you just grab, Laz?
It's one of my favorite grails, speaking of Japanese metal, but this was on my list for so long, and I finally got it. And this was an original Japanese pressing of Japan Vision thing,
Oh, yeah.
Vanishing Vision.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is
You track that down online?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I paid for it.
Yeah, I bet.
But if I didn't, it just would have kept going and going and going. So
I have some. I don't have a lot by them, but I have some. Couple VHS and a couple DVD.
Well, they weren't pressed a lot to vinyl, is why.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a few. I think maybe 3 or 4 were pressed to vinyl, and they're just, dude, every single one is, you're talking triple digits, you know.
This is crazy how big that band was in Japan. Like beyond big. Like who was it? The shit. Who passed away? Was it the drummer?
Hide Matsumoto, the guitarist.
Okay. I've seen video. I just on YouTube, I think, of the funeral procession and all that when it just shut down. It was just nuts. Like, yeah, and nobody, 99.9999% of the people in the U.S. has never even
heard of them.
That band,
right?
Yep.
And I would say 99.9% of music geeks haven't heard of that band. It's just crazy. It's like they never got out of Japan, but they ruled Japan. They were huge.
Yeah. Yeah, if you really want to get an introduction to them, watch the last live concert. It's called The Last Live, and it was actually the last live concert that Hide did before he passed away. But man, you see that crowd, and you just see the love for that band and that crowd, man. It's insane.
They were an odd band too, though, because they had that metal edge kind of thing going, and then they had a lot of ballads and a lot of kind of, you know what I mean, a lot of radio-ish kind of stuff. But
a very theatrical band. They started out more as just a straight, like, shock rock metal band. You know, they had the huge spiked hair and stuff, and then they just kind of toned that down a bit, and their music did too. They kind of got more melodic, and you know.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what got me. I remember coming across a CD or something and saw the hair. I was like, what the fuck? Because it ain't hair, man. It's like 2 feet, 3 feet up. It's like humongous hair.
Yeah, they well, as a matter of fact, they you guys remember the band Madam X?
Yeah.
They like toned them down, man.
Yeah, they have nothing on.
That fucking bass player had hair from
he was
awesome. Here you go. I'll show you you should be able to see it. You can kind of see the hairstyles there.
That's just nuts.
That's Hide there. That's the guitar player that died. Yeah, total shock, you know, was their thing.
So, Aaron, you haven't heard of X? That's crazy.
A twofer. LAZERRUS a twofer.
I added to my Electric Frankenstein 7-inch collection.
Holy crap, dude.
Nice.
How many do they have? That's
Dude,
those
I'll
bands.
never get them all, but I have probably like 30 of them now.
Yeah. That's one of those bands that, Jesus, they're like the Helicopters or something.
Well, these are all super cheap, so that's why I got them.
Right
This one's Get Off My Back on Junk. This was a split they did with LES Stitches. We Are the Road Crew on this one.
That's cool.
I've not heard of those guys, George. What are they?
Junk rock.
Like junk rock, bar rock. They're from Jersey. They've been around forever. And to look at them, you would think that they were just like regular dudes, you know. But man, they kick ass.
Yeah, they're kind of huge in the underground. They're kind of in that that junk rock, like you were saying, but just that cranked up Marshall, sweaty rock and roll sound.
This got the Electric Frankenstein theme in Fast and Furious. And then this is my favorite cover anyway. Evening with Electric Frankenstein. It's got the Butcher cover.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They are a collector's dream because you know what I mean? There's so much crap.
Yeah, like I just find when I find them, and if I don't have them, I just pick them up. I don't worry about trying to get like the new one because there's so many new ones overseas that they doing like split 7 inches with, which is cool because they haven't recorded anything new in quite a while now, so they're starting.
Aaron, you will hate X, so I just give you a heads up. You might like some of the earlier stuff, the more metal-y kind of stuff, but they definitely went commercial.
Yeah, I would say if Aaron were to listen to X, listen to the album I showed. That's going to be the closest to his liking for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey Aaron, since you're on here, I shouted this out earlier, but dude, you have created like the most sought after grail for me right now. So the highest on my grail list to find right now is your freaking Varvar record, man. I've got that thing digitally. I am so hooked on that damn album, man, and I cannot find a copy to save my ass.
Got some Flight. Have you checked
Oh
that
yeah,
out?
how's that?
It's cool. I love the first album, man. The second album I haven't connected with as much.
Is that the second?
No, this is just like a single in between the two, I think.
Oh, that's a 7-inch. I thought
Yeah.
it was a CD.
Huh.
Oh yeah, there you go. Cool. So that's their first single.
I think this is
Pretty close.
in between the two albums, I think, or maybe
So
for the second.
That's a tweener.
Maybe. Stop. You know I can't think right today, and you're fucking with me.
Oh, here they go. Somebody's here.
I don't know. I just got a bunch of shit in here. So
Here's a couple funny ones that I grabbed. So you guys, everybody knows Thor.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's actually still sealed with the patch in there.
Wow.
But when I saw John, I had an open one I took. So he signed it for me. And then along with the picture disc. And what's funny is Pantera. You guys know who Pantera is? The chick?
Yeah.
Okay. They were, how am I doing this here? The fuck? They were married at one point, and he can't fucking stand her. And so he drew big old tits on her.
Wow.
Nice.
That's funny.
Dude, I forgot all about that. You had like Thor pants and all kind of shit, right?
Still do?
So
Yeah.
you still have all it good.
Oh, yeah, I got all my Thor stuff, man.
Right on, man.
All my Thor stuff.
Here's the last one I'll pull real quick is the Grim Reaper.
Oh, yeah. The Flexi?
Yep.
On what, Ebony
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
RCA, whatever. But, well, guys, dude, we're coming up on 2 hours here. We got.
I know, brother. That's a quick 2 hours.
That is
Yeah.
a fast 2 hours, man.
Yeah, it's been great having you on, man. Definitely have you back on.
Yep.
Dude, thanks for sure, man. I really appreciated the invite. It's nice to chat with someone without having to wear a damn mask. And
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, you guys keep this going, man, because I know you said it a few times, and I agree completely. And that's where this is kind of where I think the VC should be going now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that anybody should stop doing their own videos, but this I think definitely takes it to another level. It's nice to have that interaction.
Well, now we can get up to 10 people on here.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Really?
They did it like I meant to tell you, Greeno. I think like 3 weeks ago, they just did it. It could be 12. It's either 10 or 12 now. So
What did we have? 6 or 8?
we had 6.
Six.
Yeah, there was one with 6 called the Free for All or something like that.
Yeah, that was the season 1 finale.
That was.
So
We got to reach out to. I know there's a couple newer metal guys that I'm not really connected with yet, but there's a guy in Australia. I can't remember his name.
oh, I know. Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah, he might
We
be.
got, dude, where the hell's Rob from Boston been? Has anybody seen anything from him?
No.
I want to say I've seen comments by him recently on other people's videos.
Well, Rob, if you watch this, contact me on Facebook. I know even on there we've talked back and forth, and I haven't seen him. So
Yeah, get some other people on
okay.
there. Yeah, definitely.
I always liked Rob videos. It starts off like he's like holding a ticket stub like this.
Yeah, it's all.
He's
And then he pulls back. And it's something like, Led Zeppelin 1972,
Fucking awesome, man. Yeah, he hasn't done a video in a long time.
Yeah. Another guy I would like to track down and get on just to talk about the early days is Punk Texas.
Yeah.
John. Yeah.
I hope
Mr. Saxon.
Yeah.
Did he disappear altogether? Like, has anybody heard anything from him?
I was only connected with him on
YouTube. Yeah.
So I don't know how to get a hold of him any other way, and I haven't checked his channel. I don't even know if it's still up.
I loved his
digging stuff out.
Yard sale. Yeah, the yard sale shit.
He always come back with like a stack of 8 tracks and cassettes.
yeah,
all kinds of crazy stuff.
I'd love to have him on, man. I mean,
loved
his videos. So
yeah, that'd be fun though to jump on here with, you know, I mean, I'd love to get on sometime with, you know, Aaron on and Scott Waters and
hell yeah, man.
All those people.
We're definitely gonna do more like that free for all thing where, you know, after the first hour or something, I'll email somebody the link to pop on, you know, that kind of thing. So
hell yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, that'd be killer.
So, all right, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Like I said,
all right, brother.
This
is good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys doing well, and you know,
yeah, you too, man.
Hang out, lads. Don't click out yet.
Okay. All right.
Thanks everybody for watching.
We'll see y'all next week's episode. Should be a good one too. So we'll see you next week.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.